So the conversation about the housing fund, housing levy, whatever you want to call it, is I don't understand why these people are so obsessed with that particular project. I don't know whether it's a distraction mechanism from other components of the tax regime they are trying to impose on us. But we can also make our own conversation from it, because me, I'm not interested in a house. I'm interested in land. I'm interested in land. First of all, that was fraudulently acquired by the Muzungu bastards. Some of them, they still hold most of the land. They're saying that they are conservationists. We did not give them the work to conserve our wildlife. Let them go to their fucking country and conserve their wildlife there. Why are they coming to conserve our wildlife? And they are here. We call them conservationists because these are cons. These are cons. They are coons. They are here. They are masquerading that we are conserving your environment. Go conserve your fucking countries. Yeah, as we were here, our forefathers were here coexisting with those same animals. Actually, it's you Muzungus who fueled the trade of ivory, the trade of game meat or game hides and skin. So the conversation I want to talk about is land. Why are we talking about houses? Why do you want people to live in flats while we have a lot of land in the hands of fucking Muzungus? Let them. We didn't give them the work. I don't know who died and made them God that now they are conserving our wildlife. Let them fucking go to wherever they came from. So anyway, the conversation now is moving and is mutating towards how we are using prime agricultural land for real estate activities. And the government, the same government that has been change of user, they've been giving change of user to the likes these Muzungu bastards of Tatu City, all these other companies which are foreign. I don't know whether Tilisi is a Muzungu who is doing it, but they're the same people that have been giving change of user to these investors. They are now the ones coming to say no. I think because here in Kenya, the mentality of how they approach governance is they first create a narrative from a problem that they've already created, and then they are claiming to give a solution. Don't forget, I've told you they're the ones who give change of user to those foreign investors who are converting our prime agricultural land to real estate. And then now, because they want to push a project, this housing levy and whatever. First of all, this Charles Hinga Wanka, he's never done any project to completion. Even when he was working under Uhuru, the same markets, bus parks he was promoting, whatever, none of them has ever been completed 100%. And now he's coming here to launch another phantom project, promoting his delusions of grandeur. Yet it's just opportunities being created for entrepreneurs. So the conversation is now we are headed in the right direction. Why are we converting prime agricultural land into real estate? Because the other day I was very surprised to see Pius Ngugi, if you know him. Pius Ngugi is the billionaire. It's a billionaire who owns Kenya Nut Company, and he's selling a project. He's turning it into plots for sale, 50 by 100. And I'm like, this is quite unlike Pius Ngugi. We've known him as a billionaire since the Moi era. Now he's selling 50 by 100. He wants to turn a beautiful space into a slum of sorts. So we don't understand. But then let's also tackle the root cause of the problem. Members of parliament are still the primary source of our tribulations, because they are the ones who pass bills who have made agriculture very expensive. So if it's farm inputs, if it's farm machinery, and then now, after doing all of that, because of course when President Ruto is saying that he has been in parliament when agriculture was taking a downturn, even when he was the deputy president, he still had his members of parliament who are passing these laws which are making agriculture difficult, which are forcing people to turn prime agricultural land into real estate. So it's almost these politicians, they can play with your mind if you choose to be an idiot. They can play around, they can screw up with your mind every time, coming up with a narrative to mask their primary problems, which is bad governance. And now they are saying they are fashioning the housing levy or the housing scheme as a quick fix panacea to fix problems that they have created. You see now so when you see a billionaire like Pius Ngugi moving from agriculture and now converting his land into real estate, it does not make sense. But you tend to understand, because I'm told that now he deals with nuts. I used to see those nuts who used to be given on flights like on Kenya Airways. These days I don't see them. I don't know what's happening in the nuts industry. I was also told, somebody also told me that the former Thika MP, Wainaina Wajango, that his business, he hasn't paid the workers, he's selling off the assets or his properties. So there's something happening in the macadamia nuts industry that is clearly engineered by the state. Yeah, for instance, you remember there was a time avocados were banned from being exported by, I don't know, one of these overlapping parastatals and agencies. So they create a problem and then they come say, oh, your avocados are not nice. Now, you are a farmer who has been planting avocados for the last 25 years. How do you come and tell them that they are not doing it rightly? Who the hell are you? You see, the people who make policy in Kenya, and now you saw the lady who was asking Ruto a question, the one who was asking for a party. We need now to ensure that Kenya Revenue Authority is not part of the budget making process. So Richard Onyonka and other people who are talking on Twitter, or Ledama or Lekina, if you know you're in parliament now, move from Twitter, move from the media, now go back and work in the house, in the respective houses that you work for. We need to get KRA out of the budget making process, because these guys, they don't have the ideas, they don't know how to generate wealth, they don't know how to give incentives, they don't know anything that relates to austerity. Them, they know for us to maintain this high wage bill, then we must continue taxing. So KRA should not be part of the budget making process. Let them, their primary role should be tax collection, not policy formulation. They should be enforcing the laws which have been passed by other people. People who are smart, not like them who are stupid. People who are smart and know how to generate wealth, know how to generate sources of income for the government. So you cannot have the tax collector also now overseeing the tax formulation process. It does not work like that. So the people who are listening to me, if you're in a position of influence, if you're in parliament, KRA by law should not be allowed to be anywhere near the budget making process, anywhere near the policy formulation process. Their work is only to collect the tax. So now, I told you now there was a problem with avocados. And so avocado farming was at risk. It was during COVID sometimes. I don't know what those guys had cooked up, because every time they cook up something so that they can find avenues of fleecing people money, fleecing farmers. So I don't know what's happening now with the nut products, because now Pius Ngugi is converting his land into plots for sale. And then I've told you, and then we are still not seeing, the nut business. I don't know what's happening. I don't know whether it's manufactured, but I know very well it is a policy that was passed that is hurting, that is hampering the trade. So now that we are discussing about prime agricultural land, number one, the people who have given the change of user from agriculture purposes to real estate, they are not the ones to drive this conversation. You are the ones who caused the problem. It started during the Kibaki era. I saw there's this place called Thika Greens. Thika Greens was a farm called Makindi Mehote. It was owned by Odaya Farmers Cooperative Societies. Now, those old bastards who are dying or who have already died, I remember they met Mwai Kibaki and they said they want to offload their assets. And Kibaki asked them, why are you offloading your assets? Aren't you going to bequeath your next of kin, they can inherit something? They said, no, as we want to eat our things before we die. That's the stupidity of old bastards. I tell you, the boomers have died and left us with nothing. So they sold that farm, which was a coffee farm, but the problem emanated from corruption. Their cooperative societies up there, the chairman, the officials, things like Boy Committee and others, they've been engaged, embroiled in battles because of corruption. So that corruption has deterred people from farming. Let's talk about that.